Hello everyone and welcome to EduTap. So today I'm going to discuss with you a formula that I personally apply in my personal life as well as professional life. And this formula keeps me motivated, inspired, focused and directed towards my goal. So anyone can apply this simple formula that I'm going to discuss today and they can make their days, hours, months productive. They can make themselves more efficient. They can develop a new way of thinking that they might not have developed before. So do watch this video till the end. This is going to be really interesting and slightly full of humorous, right? So these are 5 words that I have written here. One is activity, the second is task. Then I have drawn this boundary. Then I have written 3 words: purpose, aim and goal. We all have heard these words multiple times. We all have used these words multiple times. But the orientation in which we are going to understand these words today is definitely going to help you in your personal life as well as professional life. Let's start. See, activity और task, अगर मैं हिंदी में बात करूं, मतलब काम. I am reading a book. Basically, I am performing an activity. I am sweeping the floor. I am performing an activity. I am replying to an email. I am performing an activity. I am solving, let's say, questions of HCF and LCM of quantitative aptitude topic. I am performing an activity. I am writing a descriptive answer for finance for Reserve Bank of India grade B examination. I am performing an activity or a task. There are n number of activities that we perform on a daily basis, day in and day out, right? Any activity. I'm getting dressed, it's an activity. I'm sitting in the car, I'm driving my car, it's an activity. I stopped my car, entered the ATM, withdrew cash, it's an activity. So day in and day out, each one of us is performing a lot of activities. Nothing bad in that, every day, each human being is performing that. Even animals are doing that. But what should differentiate us from the animals and the conscious beings from the non-conscious beings is that activity being performed with some purpose? Is that task that I'm performing, is that being performed with an aim or a goal in mind, or I'm just performing that task for the sake of it? Let's take an example. I'm sitting in my car and I'm driving. It's an activity, right? I'm driving my car. Am I driving my car for the sake of it? Or do I have a purpose in mind? Do I have a goal in mind? Do I have a target in mind? Do I have an aim in mind? Yes, I have an aim in mind. That I sat from my home in the car. I have to reach office. So that is my goal. I'm just taking a very, basic example to help you understand this concept. So I sat in my car. That is an activity. I turned on the ignition. I put the car in gear in drive mode and I started driving. So that is an activity. But the goal of that activity is that I have to reach my office at a particular time. That is the goal. So if I have the goal in mind, all my actions, all my activities, all my tasks will be directed towards that goal that I have to reach my office at 10 a.m. If I, let's say, stop in between, should I make that stop or should I not make that stop? That decision will be based on I have to reach my office at 10 a.m. Should I, get my car cleaned on the way? Should I not get my car cleaned on the way? That decision will be based on my goal that I have to reach my office at 10 a.m. So decision making becomes really easy if we have a goal in mind, if we have an aim in mind, if we can have a purpose in mind that this activity that I'm performing today or performing right now, the purpose of this activity is this, right? So whatever I'm doing, whatever task I'm doing, whatever, activities I'm doing, are they pointing towards that purpose? Are they taking me towards that aim? Are they taking me towards that goal? If the answer is yes, then I'll perform that task. If the answer is no, then I know that this task is not worthy of my time and I'll not be performing that task. The goal can be anything. Let's take the same example again. Now the goal is that I have to just drive and enjoy. I don't have to reach anywhere. I don't have to reach my office. I don't have to reach my home. I don't have to reach my friend's place. The aim or the goal is only to drive and feel free. Drive and enjoy the drive. Then my goal is to enjoy the drive. Now I will choose my route accordingly. I'll not take my office route. I'll take some route that is less crowded, that has maybe a good view, so that I can enjoy the view, I can enjoy the drive. So my goal has changed now. And similarly, if simultaneously, because my goal has changed, simultaneously my activities and tasks have also changed. Earlier my goal was to reach my office at 10 a.m. so I performed the task accordingly. Now my goal or aim is to enjoy the drive, so I chose the route, I chose the roads, I chose the time of the day, I chose everything according to that goal, that I have to just enjoy my drive. That is my goal. I don't have to reach anywhere. I don't have to reach my office. I don't have to reach any friend's place. I don't have to reach the market. I only have to enjoy my drive, and my task and activities have been adjusted according to that goal. Let me take an example that will probably resonate with you guys. You being students aspiring for various examinations, let me take an example from that sphere. Let's say the activity that you're performing is you are taking a mock test. And let's assume that mock test is for Reserve Bank of India Grade B examination phase 1. So 200 questions, 200 marks, we all know that. GA, Quant, Reasoning, English. Let's say you're taking a mock test. This is just an activity. This is only an activity. You're logging in, starting the mock test, sitting there on time and taking that test. It is an activity. It's a task. If the purpose or the goal or the aim or the motive of giving that test or performing that activity is not clear in your mind, on one hand, this is the scenario. On the second hand, let's take another scenario that the purpose or the goal or the aim or the motive of taking that test is clear in your mind. In both these scenarios, the activity remains the same, that you are taking the test, but the attitude with which you take the test will vary. It will be poles apart, in fact. 180-degree yoga. Why? Let's take the first case, that you do not have a goal, you do not have a purpose, you do not have an aim of taking that mock test. You are just attempting that mock test for the sake of it. This is an end in itself. It's not a means, it's an end in itself. What will you do? It's a 2 hours mock test. Let's say you get a call from your friend. चलते हैं बाहर, चलते हैं घूमने, चलते हैं चाय पीने, चलते हैं. The time still is 1 hour on the clock. You will say, चले pause कर, बाद में देखेंगे. Let me go and have tea with my friend. I'll come back and then I'll continue. No issue. So you took a pause, right? And you went for tea. You came back, you again sat down for the test. This time you completed the test, but you did not analyze the test. You completed, you moved on to the next test, the next test the next day. So you are busy in your activity. Test number 1 today, test number 2 tomorrow. What is the purpose of this activity? You did not ask yourself this basic question. I am devoting my time. I am devoting my very valuable time, limited time. It's a scarce resource. Time is not a infinite resource. I am devoting my scarce resource, that is my time, towards this test. Then what's the purpose of this test? The purpose of this test is to, right, it can be, let's take a purpose of this test is to help me clear my phase 1 examination of RBI next year, whenever the examination will be held. If you had this purpose in your mind, then your activity would have become meaningful. And I call this activity a meaningful activity or a purposeful activity. Then you would not have paused the test in between and went for tea. Then you would not have jumped to mock test number 2 without analyzing your mistakes, your strengths, your weaknesses in test number 1, learning from that and then applying the same in the mock test 2. So this is how your activity, if directed towards a purpose, if performed with the purpose in mind, if performed with an aim in mind, it becomes a meaningful or a purposeful activity. It keeps you directed, it keeps you focused, it keeps you motivated. On the other hand, an activity, a standalone activity without a purpose can at best keep you busy. That's it. It cannot keep you motivated. It cannot keep you inspired. It cannot keep you focused. It cannot keep you directed. It can at best keep you busy. टाइम बहुत लगा दिया, पूरा दिन पढ़ रहे हैं सुबह से लेकर शाम तक, but you do not have a purpose in mind. You do not have a clarity of your aim, of your goal, that the activity that you're performing, what is the aim of that activity? Why am I doing that activity? If that thing is clear in your mind, your activity will become meaningful. Fine. So this is a very important concept. I call this a formula that I implement day in and day out. Now you can ask me, sir, this is a very interesting question. In fact, I asked this to myself, and I came up with a theory. I'll just share that with you as well. If you are performing an activity with a clear purpose in mind, there are two outcomes that can happen. Two outcomes can happen. What are those two outcomes? You performed an activity, you had a clear purpose, or you had a clear target, you had a clear aim. If you are performing that activity or a set of activities with a clear purpose and a clear target and a clear aim, then two things can happen. Right? If there is a third thing, please tell me in the comment section below. I am not able to find a third thing. These are the two things that happen with me. One is your purpose or your aim or your target will be achieved. Best case scenario, right? I sat in my car. My target was to reach the office at 10 a.m. So I reached the office at 10 a.m. I took the normal route. I took the normal, path, and I reached the office at 10 a.m. sharp, and I was punctual. I was at time. I was on time. This is the first thing that can happen. The second thing that can happen, and it happens quite often, is that this is not achieved. Although you had a clear purpose in your mind while performing that activity, but still that purpose or aim or target was not achieved, then the second outcome is, if it is not achieved, then you should definitely get some learning. Either the purpose would be achieved, the target would be achieved, or you will learn in the process. If neither of this is happening, you're not achieving the target and you're not even learning from the process, then it basically means that this element was missing. Or it can also mean that you're not willing to learn. Right? You're just angry that this was not achieved, and you're not looking at this. You're not looking at this door that has opened based on your experience of that activity. You are looking at this, mera hua nahi, mera achieve nahi hua, mera hua nahi, gussa, frustration. But you are not asking yourself, did I learn something in the process? Did I learn something on the way? Let's continue the same example. I sit in my car. My aim is to reach office at 10 a.m. I take a new route this time. Right, let's try this route. I take that route. And what happens is, that route is narrow. The road is very narrow. And my car could not pass through. So my purpose was achieved? No. I could not reach office at 10 a.m. I had to take a U-turn. I had to come back the normal route. But I took a learning from this. What learning did I take? That this route is having a narrow road and my car is not able to pass through it. So whenever I have to reach office, I have to avoid this route. So next time I'll not take that route. So this is a learning that I have done in the process. This is a very simple example I'm taking. Similarly, if I take the same example that I was taking for Reserve Bank of India aspirants or any examination aspirant, let's say you take a mock test. The aim of that mock test is, is to help you clear RBI Grade B Phase 1 examination next year. And the target score that you have kept is 70 out of 200. Right, so this is my target, that this examination or this mock test will help me in my examination next year, and my mock test target is 70 out of 200. So best case scenario is that yes, you achieve 72. Fine, very good. Your target is met. The next scenario is you don't achieve 70, you achieve 65. Your target is not met. Now if you move to the next mock test without this element, then you would be committing the same mistake again and again. So एक ही गलती को बार बार करने वाले को हम बेवकूफ़ कहते हैं, राइट? नई गलतियां करने वाले को हम एक्सपीरियंस लेना कहते हैं. Fine. So if your target is not achieved and you took a learning from that mock test, then let me analyze it. Let's see where did I go wrong. What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? Did I choose the questions right? Did I choose the order right? Did I identify right that which questions need to be attempted, which questions need to be skipped? Then you did some learning. Although your target was not met, but you did some learning. Now apply that learning the next time and you would do well than the first time. Apply that learning the next time. You would do well than your second time. So on and so forth. So this is how you progressively and consistently grow and improve. So this was my theory that I apply day in and day out. Before starting any activity, I ask myself, why am I doing this activity? This is the first question I ask myself before I start any activity. Why am I doing this activity? If the answer to this is clear to me, then I start with the task. If this answer is not clear to me, I will not start with the task until and unless this why is clear to me. Why am I performing this activity? What will happen? There must be a target. If the target is not met, there must be a learning. If there is no target and there is no learning, then I believe that I have wasted my time. If there is a learning, I have invested my time. Right? So I hope this lesson or this short video would prove beneficial to you. Please let me know in the comment section if this, what I've just told you, makes sense to you guys. Thank you so much. Happy learning and all the very best.